Hey guys, so today I actually wanted to share a little bit on how users of Unify can actually get some value out of Clay as well for some list building. Or if you're a user of Clay, how you can take some of the data that you create in Clay using tables and bring it into Unify to really enhance the streamlined nature and fashion of our prospecting and sequencing workflows. So this is an example of a table that I've built in Clay. You can see it's a small one, but for many businesses, you're going to have quite a few rows. And it's essentially, we used the actual list building feature to look for companies with a few different criteria. As you can see here, we only set a few filters, but we looked for businesses that are based in the United States, particularly in New York, that are in the software development industry, that are privately held, and I believe from a few hundred, from 100 to 500, 500 employees, and so or 500 to 1,000 employees, and we essentially are provided with this set of data here. What you can then do is to create a list as you see fit. You can kind of navigate over to the right side, and you can use Clay's extensive set of enrichments, some of which are available on Unify, and we can actually allow you to, Clay will allow you to see what technologies, things like technology stacks, as well as job openings are available at a lot of these companies. And you can imagine how some of these can be pretty powerful if you integrate with a certain type of CRM, or you're interested in finding only businesses that have a certain type of technology in their tech stack. Maybe they use a certain type of outbound tech, maybe they use a certain type of form fill tech, maybe they have certain tags on their website, stuff like that. You can filter for those things here by clicking on these rows and seeing what is present in this area. So you can see that there's like some YouTube stuff, there's some HTML, Java, and a bunch of other things that's kind of interesting to look at for this company. And so this runs for each company, and then you can actually filter down this information in Find Technology Stack, and you can essentially action on this list to enable you to get more concise information about each one of these companies. And ultimately the same thing you can do for Find Open Jobs. So here we can see some information on the job that was found, the title, the salary, things like this. And so maybe if we are selling to someone in a sales or go-to-market capacity, we can actually filter down for companies that have jobs, that have sales or go-to-market position openings. And that actually allows us to reach out to individuals that are currently sitting in those roles and say, hey, I've seen that you're hiring. We would love to explore selling you this software to augment your ability to do work more efficiently. And maybe you actually don't even need to hire more people. Maybe we can just allow you to be more efficient. So that's an interesting play that we power too. And so once you build this set of data across a number of companies that you're interested in actioning on, you can go ahead, filter whether on any of these columns that are available. You can search for things in the description, you can search for the industry, you can search in size. All of these things are searchable, including the job openings and tech stack. And ultimately, you can come in and you can actually download and export this table. You can download it into a CSV. Alternatively, you can push it into other things, which is awesome. We're going to download it into a CSV. And in this case, we've actually found a number of jobs. We have filtered it down to those that are hiring for growth roles. And so in this case, we can actually come into the Companies tab of Unify. We're going to say Clay Table, hiring for growth, 729. And we very simply upload this table that we just downloaded from Clay. We're going to come in here, we're going to take the company name, domain from the website, then we're going to take maybe things like description, we'll plug it into the description. What else do we have? Primary industry, we'll plug it into industry. We can even take something like location, we'll put it in the address field. Let's see what else. You don't have to do all of these. We'll take the LinkedIn URL. And so where a lot of people will really create a lot of complexity in Clay trying to map the rows from these tables for each company and try to find individuals at those companies, and you're having to prospect and it's using tons of credits. Unify does a great job of just abstracting out that entire experience, and when you actually upload this set of data and run a playbook on it, we will find you the titles you're looking for. You don't have to work in all of these rows and make it much more complicated and annoying and strenuous for yourself. It's really, really convenient. And so if we come in here and create a playbook, now that we have this set of companies, we can run a one-time playbook. And because we're actually reaching out to businesses that are hiring growth individuals, we're going to say, okay, we want to run a play that says, hey, we saw you're hiring growth. We probably need to reach out to personas that are growth personas. So let's go in here, let's find growth personas. We set the titles in the personas menu. We're going to enroll these growth personas into sequences from, let's say, from Tamim, as well as maybe a few from Skylar. And then we have a sequence for growth hiring. And so this is very simply going to say, hey, saw you're hiring based off of some job data. We'd love to sell you Unify to help you prospect and automate your sequencing in a totally automated manner. And so rather than needing to burn through credits in almost like an exponential fashion using Clay's data waterfall, you know that by using Unify and you upload any set of companies, we can find the individuals of interest that you want to get in touch with. And that's how to run a play with Clay.